Folks, this is one of the funniest stories that I have come across in a long, long time. Star Trek Starfleet Academy already flopped. Free YouTube premiere draws shockingly low viewership, and this is bad enough, Marvin. I mean, this really is terrible, and I'll read just a little bit about it. It says the premiere episode of Star Trek Starfleet Academy debuted on YouTube for free, with a live premiere that peaked at 1,300 concurrent viewers, which means, folks, that peaked at less than the pro show often achieves, okay? The pro show is usually beating 1,300 concurrent viewers. You know, we've had, the pro show will sometimes get as high as 3,000, and depending on who our guests are for the day, we've been up to like 8,000, 10,000 concurrent viewers. Star Trek released their newest show. Star Trek, let me say it again, released their newest show for free on YouTube with marketing. Like a corporation put marketing behind this, and it got 1,300 concurrent viewers. And that isn't the most embarrassing part. Nerdrotic says Paramount spent between 6 to 10 million an episode on Star Trek Starfleet Academy, a little bit more than a typical pro show. They put the premiere on YouTube for free and got 1,300 live viewers, RIP Star Trek. And then, Marvin, Nerdrotic went beyond.
He did. Plus
Tell
Ultra.
us. Tell us what he did.
Do you have my article from Geeks and Gamers on it?
I'll get it up in just a second. Go ahead and give us a little intro, and then I'll.
So Gary sent me a message, and he was just like, "Hey, this is like what's about to happen." He went live and did it. It was just a still shot of a Spock action figure because Gary wanted to prove that he could beat the viewership of the concurrent viewership of that live stream with just a still shot of a Spock action figure. He hit it, Pro, in 3 minutes, and then proceeded to obliterate it.
Tripled it, I believe, right?
Yeah, tripled it.
Just with a picture, just a still picture. Folks, look at this. With a still photo, an action figure of Spock.
Yep.
Leonard Nimoy version, too. That's all it was. Nothing fancy, just literally a picture of an action figure sitting on a wicker chair, it appears to be. That defeated, it's not a wicker chair, really, folks. That defeated Star Trek with Paramount Skydance. And listen, Paramount Skydance, they're stuck with this, so I'm not blaming the Ellisons. This has been grandfathered in. But with all the corporate effort, with all the money that it takes to produce one of these things, a still shot of an action figure beat them. Yep. Tripled them.
And got more. If you scroll down, you could see the actual like full numbers that it got, like peak concurrent viewers and likes and everything like that. Go down one more.
No, hang on. I got to read it. It's too funny. Gary of Nerdrotic says, my live stream with a Spock action figure in an empty chair beat Star Trek Starfleet Academy's peak live viewers on YouTube in 3 minutes. So, folks, it's not just that it's a thumbnail. It's literally a live stream of an action figure whose butt has been glued to the top of a chair. That's all it took to win.
For 52
That's
minutes.
the power.
For 52 minutes.
Where do you have the numbers at here?
Right
where are the numbers?
Right here.
Can this Spock action figure get more live views than Star Trek? 24,000 views.
At this
people
point,
stuck around for an average. People stuck around staring at a motionless action figure for 5 minutes and 56 seconds on average. Yeah. That's so genius. Oh, I wish I had thought of that. Oh,
and look at the total likes. 5,607 likes. The Star Trek premiere still doesn't have that.
Oh, do we have that in the article anywhere? Is that anywhere? Oh, the
so. Well,
like to dislike ratio.
Right now, it's a 4K likes to 11K dislikes.
Share it on your screen, please. Also the dislikes, 3.5 thousand to 1.9. Okay, let's go there. Let's go. Oh, phooey. Okay. Well, I told you to get off that Mozilla or whatever it is you're using. Firefox, stop it. Okay, so it's tripled in terms of dislikes. It's tripled in terms of a stationary action figure glued to a seat, defeating it. Marvin, why is it so unpopular?
In a day and a half, it has 84,000 views, which is abysmal. To not even have 100,000 views a day and a half. Like, and when we wrote the article, it had only gotten about 16,000 views in 11 hours, which is just utterly insane. Gary beat that in 52 minutes.
Does this make it the least the least liked franchise right now?
Probably.
So
I mean, it's crazy because some people, because I did a video on it, and some people were just like, "Oh, well, now it's got 80,000 views," and I'm just like, "Yeah, that's still really bad."
this is Holly Hunter, right? She's the voice of Elastigirl.
Yeah,
Man, how much is she regretting this right now?
I don't think she regrets it. I think she cashed the check.
Let's play the clip. Hang on.
Next.
I think I swallowed my com badge.
Already.
Wow. Wow. The money that's been spent. So this is probably now we can officially say, as bad as Star Wars is, as bad as Marvel has become, this is the worst. Star Trek, I don't think it can go lower. I mean, I really don't, because nobody's watching it. So once nobody cares, once you're just mockery fodder, it's over. Once somebody can literally take an action figure and glue it to a chair and get more views, you've reached the bottom. There's nowhere left to go.
We were asking the question repeatedly of like, well, why would they do this? Like, did they actually think people were going to like it? Did they actually think people were going to tune in? And because the thing with a live YouTube premiere is that you can see how many people watched it, which, it's not like you have to rely on, Nielsen boxes and streaming numbers and whatnot. Like, you actually have to look to see how many people you can look to see how many people watched it. Somebody said, I wonder if this is Ellison wanting concrete proof when he actually cancels the show, because like they can point to be like, look, guys, we tried, it didn't work.
They should cancel it now. I mean, this is the time. Cancel it now.
It got picked up for a second season before the merger went through.
If I were them, I would cancel it now, and I would stop releasing any more episodes, because it can only hurt you. Nobody's watching it. You might as well take the tax write-off, and you actually get this. See, this is what they've been fearing. This is what the woke mob has feared for so long. This is what would have happened to Batgirl. They got lucky that Batgirl was canceled.
Oh yeah,
because that gave them a narrative. But the Ellisons have they've won that narrative now. All they have to do is come out and say, canceled. And Kurtzman, canceled. No more. This is actually hurting us too badly.
You'd think, but I don't know.
You would think. Well, we'll see. I guarantee you one thing, though, Marvin. No Star Trek experiences coming to theme parks anytime soon. I think this is this franchise is on hiatus as they try to figure out how to reconfigure everything. There is no warp drive on what's happening to them except diving down. It's a warp dive, ladies and gentlemen, over at Star Trek. And that's the only way I can see it. Marv, I'll give you the final word. Where does Star Trek go after this? Any salvation?
No, you have to completely. So I found out what Stephen Miller said. He posted a tweet where he said, it's not too late for Paramount Plus to save the franchise. Step one, reconcile with William Shatner and give him total creative control. I don't know if that would actually.
William Shatner Bill is what, 93? I don't think he wants to.
90s. I don't think Shatner is gonna, want to be like the producer of Star Trek at this point. Plus,
he could still make a cameo. The guy is in phenomenal shape. I mean, it's amazing.
It's really weird that he's in such phenomenal shape. But yeah, there's really the thing that they have to remember is you're never going to make Star Trek Star Wars, and that's what they want. They want it to be Star Wars. They want Star Trek to have mainstream appeal. They want it to be an event viewing, and Star Trek has never been that. Star Trek's an important part of the cultural zeitgeist. It's an important part of pop culture in general, but at the same time, it's never been that like big billion-dollar franchise, and that's what they want. They keep trying to make it for kids. They keep trying to do the cartoons on Nickelodeon and stuff like that, and they don't catch on because Star Trek has always been for the Trekkies, for the audience that likes it, and these people spend an inordinate amount of money, which is why it's able to be profitable. You don't see Star Trek action figures in Toys R Us, but you do see hot toys made of it. And that's the important distinction. Star Trek it's for adults and it's for collectors. So I think if you just are okay with keeping it in that box and not having aspirations of it being more than it's ever been before, I think you could have a profitable Star Trek. You just have to kind of keep it to, and again, it's like you have to keep Star Trek to what George Lucas envisioned. You have to keep Star Trek to what Gene Roddenberry envisioned. And this dour, the Federation are really the bad guys. We're going to curse and we're going to do all the, like, that's what they turned his utopic society into. And it's disgusting.
Well done with the word utopic. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, I started watching a little bit of. So I watched the first 15 minutes, and they immediately do the thing that I can't stand in writing, where a character will explain another character's past to that character as if they don't know their own past.
That's right. That's right. It's the worst kind of exposition. Do you remember when you were a child and you used to play on the playground and that slide that you used to go down? It's like, what?
It's Admiral Exposition shows up at Elastigirl's place of business, and he's just like, I remember when, you were in Starfleet, but you quit because you told us that this, that, and the other thing, and you didn't believe in Starfleet anymore, and that's why you're now here as a teacher. And I'm just like, do you think she doesn't know?
Yeah, it's the worst kind of writing. Folks, the writing is on the wall for Star Trek. There is nowhere to go now. This is the bottom. And if Paramount Skydance, and I don't have any worry about them, honestly, but if they did try to continue this course, then of course, people are going to do with it what they've done with Star Wars and do AI instead.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.